I said in the last video, I picked up two of these ignition distribution sets. One of them fits the car, which one I don't know. I have a suspicion it's this one. Now, if you take a look at them, there's not that much on that difference, but one looks to be a little raised than the other. They look quite similar, and there's a little lug here. If you see that, that might be a giveaway sign for us. Look at a lamp. There's no lug on that. So let's see what's that. Can that marry up with that? It's not going in. Let's see, there's this fitting. Right, so for sure we're getting the alignment right there. There we had it, right? So all we need to do is put a 10 volt into that, connect the power leads, put a battery into it, and let's first see if this thing starts, or if it even turns over. See, starter wire is down there. Have you any idea which one is one, two? Let's see, is that written down here? Is that written on this in any way? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Lovely. Okay, let's crack on and see what we can come up with. Let's crack on and see what we can come up with. That's very short. That's super short. That's odd. I think it's too short, but let's see if that will read. No, that's too short. We need a completely different lead for that. Let's put that under here. Right. This one in there. This one, let's go in here. I don't know what this is all about here. It's very short. Very short. Just see if we can get that in there. Is that a 10? That could be an 8, is it? No, that's a 10. Okay. I like to put another one in here too. But that's not going anywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see how we're going to solve this problem. This is weird, isn't it? Very weird. Why did they make that so short? That's super strange. Why did they do that? Someone cut that. Let's see if we can get it in. Now, I've no idea where that connector is or what even goes onto that. Can't seem to find anything. There's nothing loose here. That's too short. So if any of you know these cars and you're familiar with this setup, please tell me in the comments if I'm missing something here. Yeah. Okay, let's get a battery. it's not the right battery, but for the moment, for a test, it will work. Let's see. Ah, Jesus. What's what here? That's positive, is it? Yeah, that's positive. That's the starter motor, positive. And I'd say this one, that's ground. So the battery's the wrong way around. Jesus. We'll have to make up a little clamp for that. Now, the thing is, I'm not too sure about these cables, so I'm going to do a quick continuity test. That'll tell me exactly what's ground and what's positive. Let's see. Right, that's ground. It's going straight to ground. That's positive. So that's your ground, that's your positive. I'd say that's something aftermarket. That looks like a ground, but only one way to test that. Okay, anyway, this is your ground, that's your positive. Right, so that's a bit too tight, isn't it? Super tight. What's going on? So far no sparks on the lights. Let's see if we can get that just as a test. guess I'd say that's a ground. Right, that's a guess. That's loose now, and the problem is that's off a positive terminal. It's not the right one for this car, but for a test it's okay. You might have to put something else in that and tighten that up, but we'll get there. Now we'll have to fill this thing with oil, and actually we should really take the oil out, whatever's in there. Right, so we've got the ignition on. As I said, it's really just at this moment a test to see if there's even ignition lights on the dash. We've got a battery connected up. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it's good enough for us to do a quick test to see if there's ignition lights coming on, and we might try and turn it over, but I think I have to take off the cam belt cover and check that and turn it over by hand first. Also, we don't know if there's any oil in it, and I can't see the dipstick. Now, I'm going to take off this cover just to have a look at that belt before we even dream of turning this over by hand, because it could be that the belt's broken. They tense, yeah? Too tense. I hope this bolt doesn't snap. Oh, that's tight. Oh, not good sound. Slowly. Oh, I'm almost afraid that bolt will break. Yeah. We have to abandon this. Maybe better to drill a hole in it, what do you think? It's coming, it's coming, it's coming out. It's coming out. Now, look at that. Not that bad, that's okay. You don't forget that. That's the next one. I have the wrong socket on this. My socket is actually too long. In the socket itself, I need to get it out. How did this happen? Let's go back in. Take it up by hand. here's the magic knot. This is what we're looking to see. What condition is this in? Is it even intact? Oh, it is. So it's not broken. It's a very good sign. Could be worse. That could be snapped. Look at that. That's great. This is great news. Oh, it's gonna need a water pump. Do you see water down there? Let me get that little lamp for you. The reason I think there has been water here coming out of that pump, I mean this engine hasn't ran for a long time. 1996 was the last technical test on this car. So that was the last time it was tested. But that belt looks okay, doesn't it? It'll have to be changed anyway because of age. So that's where we are now. We've checked that, there is a belt on it. Now we're going to turn it over by hand. We'll have to get the all the way down there, that crankshaft pulley, and there's no access to it. I don't really want to turn it over by this, that bolt's too weak. Right, as I said, when I picked up this car, there was one problem: there was no key. I've got to tell you that everything in here looks very original. This has never been changed. All the original wiring is there. The original screws came out of it. The casing is completely original. It's never, no clips broken. It's for me, I like to see these things perfect. So in this department, everything is good. The goal now is to see if we have ignition power with those with that battery I'm after connecting up, just to see if we can get red lights on the dash. I'm going to be just using this little jumper wire. So first thing I'm going to do is see if we have a starter. Wow. Right, bingo. That's a healthy sound. So what we're going to do now is see if we can get ignition lights on. That'll be over to this one. Wow, there we go, look at that. Right, so we're going to have to make up a different jumper wire, because we'll need to power up 3 pins. Now, you know what it can be? It can be that little switch, that plug on the distribution. I can't find the wire, but I'm really sure there's a plug missing. There's a cable that goes onto that plug. I can't find it. Right, so the next thing we're into now is checking fuel pressure. Fuel, is there even fuel in it? Let's take this one out. Take this out of the line, right? So that's our starter. We need to make this a little bit better. Make some kind of a hook around it. Now, by the way, before you going out there and ask me, I will be ordering up a full lock set for this car from Ford. But until then, all these tests I need to make, I need to be able to get the ignition on. So this is a temporary fix. So that's our starter wire. Now this one down here is our ignition cable. We need to make a kind of a see that light is acting up on me, yeah? I'll have to go up and buy a new one. There.